No, bundle up. Hi everyone, welcome to the live.
What up?
This is Quinn for the Win. That's the pineapple.
Yes.
We're at episode 37, and the kava-sation today will be about how was your day.
There it goes. It's great for Quinn.
It's great
Help
for everybody.
Help her open up.
And before we do that, we always have a good time story. Good vibe story shared by the pineapple. And then we'll drink some kava. We'll talk about kava for a little bit, why we're drinking it every night.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll go into the kava-sation.
There it goes.
So, you already getting in the groove?
Mm-hmm. Getting warmed up.
Wow.
Feeling the flow and the vibe and the spirit. There it goes. Ooh.
And he's not on drugs, y'all.
Exactly. Just a little homemade caffeine. So it's coming from this book, Human by B. Stan. B. Stan, that's what I call him. And it's basically a collection of stories from people from around the world. Random stories. He created the Humans of New York project, which basically is, if you know anything about New York, I've never been, but it's hella busy. There's about 8-9 million people in New York. So being able to talk to anyone is going to be very challenging. So what he did was he found people in the parks, and they were more receptive instead of random people walking. So here it goes. This person is from Tokyo, Japan. There it goes. One of the neighbors discovered my brother's body. There wasn't even a note, but he did leave a message on his phone. All it said was, "I'm so tired." Everyone in my family changed that day. My mom blamed herself for not recognizing the signs. She became very short-tempered and authoritarian. She began to put more pressure on me to succeed, to do better, to be presentable. But I became very dark. I gave up on everything. I didn't want to go to school. I didn't even want to answer texts. I stayed that way until the third year of middle school when I met a really good friend. She kept trying to talk to me in class, even though I was a dark person, and I really wasn't responding. She kept trying to talk to me still. I'm not even sure why. It's just her personality. She's nice to everyone. She never says bad things about people. You can tell her anything, and she'll listen without giving her opinion. One day we were riding the train home from school, and I told her the reason I was so dark. I'd known her for 2 years at that point, and I'd never even told her. I hadn't told anyone. She just listened to me silently. And when I finished, she gave me a hug and said, "You should have told me earlier." Yeah, man.
Heartfelt.
Yeah, I felt it, man. And you're probably asking yourself, why? How is that good vibes, Pineapple? How's that good vibes?
It is good vibes.
Yes, it is. I like to say good vibes touch you emotionally. They touch you where the heart feels a certain way. And this woman was in a dark space, and a bright spirit, bright light.
Oh my God.
Came and flowed through her life.
Not many out there, I feel like.
And got her out.
Especially that's consistent, persistent like that, and just consistent.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
A lot of people just would have given up.
Exactly.
They're like, "Oh, she's not responding, so I'm just gonna go over here."
Exactly. So that's the first good vibe. First good vibe. Anything you want to share real quick before we move on to the next one? This woman's from Toronto, Canada.
It just kind of gives you that hope of humanity, that there are bright lights out there. I know we need more, but it's just a great story. These are real stories, and how.
What up, Scout?
Hi, Scout. No stink here today.
No stink tonight. This girl was all over the place today.
Oh, yeah?
Passed out a couple hours ago.
Oh.
She was telling her half-sister. She was telling her half-sister today. She was like, "Guess what? I was up till almost 2 last night."
Like so cool, so badass, huh?
Exactly.
But yeah, that story gave some hope to bright lights being in our lives. And it's almost like it takes one person that can absolutely show somebody who's dark some light.
I agree.
You could take that one consistent person. Good. Well, good night. Yeah, I know, right? You're like, well, it's stanking here, you know.
It's all good. It's all good.
all great vibes. But yeah, that's what I have to say about that. And it's just very heartwarming.
Yes, it is.
It's almost like we don't know love until we experience someone with that's really unconditional love, you know? We're like, oh.
Yeah, that's challenging. It's challenging. Yeah, because you can just see with the parents, you know, her mom became very demanding, even more strict, that's more authoritative. Weird. So here goes the woman from Canada, Toronto. We just spent the entire day driving back from my parents' house in Winnipeg. He held my hand the entire way. It was such a beautiful time of life. We had an 8-month-old daughter. He loved that little girl so much. You could tell by the way that he looked at her. Absolute adoration. We always used to argue over who'd get to bathe her. He was the one who put her to sleep that night. I remember he came downstairs and told me that he'd said goodbye to the baby. I said, "You mean good night, not goodbye." Then he told me that he loved me, and we both went to bed, I thought. The next morning, I found him in the garage. It looked like he was just standing there. My neighbors said I screamed like a wounded animal. My God, I was traumatized. I never slept another night in that house. It was 2 years before I could sleep at all. I dropped from a size 12 to a size 6. At the time, I fucking hated his guts. I mean, come on. This baby wasn't an accident. We committed to this. Our daughter needed him. And it was all so humiliating. Everyone knew that my husband had hung himself in my garage. Apparently, I was so insignificant as a human being, so aberrant, that my own husband felt the need to take his own life. My privacy was gone. There was no front stage and backstage anymore. Everyone knew the worst thing about me. And I figured that if I could handle that, I could handle anything. I transformed myself. I became more courageous, more extroverted. I went back to university and got my master's. Now I work as an expert witness in custody cases. I think 2 people died on that day. Blair and the woman who was terrified to live without him.
Wow. I didn't quite register the garage thing until, you know, it matched why he said goodbye or goodnight. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Oh, yay. Good news. I've been discharged from physical. Let's just highlight that. We got to highlight that on the screen. Okay. I've been discharged from physical therapy finally since April. Back feels great today.
Hell yes.
Oh, look at that. And like, I feel like just a couple of days ago, right? It was really bad.
Yeah.
And all the drugs and all the
whatever it is,
physical
you've made
therapy.
It to the other side. You've made it to the other side.
Oh, anything you've learned from your experience of being down? You know, when we're down, we're just like thinking a lot.
Yeah, these are the good vibe stories.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Oh, what are your thoughts on that? Let's talk about that.
You know, you could be as close as you want to anyone, or you believe that you are. But at the end of the day, we only know what they share.
Yeah.
We only
I was
know
thinking
what
the
they
same thing. There's only so much that you can know about a person. Well, see, it's all about how
you're all good, Scott.
It's how you can connect with that person.
Yeah.
We could we can see someone smiling and think that they're okay. You know, we hear people say, "Oh yeah, I'm good," as the truth. Like, "Oh yeah, they're good," when there's a lot going on below the surface.
Yeah, everyone's hurting, man. Mm-hmm. Everyone's hurting.
Yes.
Everyone.
Yes.
And you know when you're hurting even more is when you're physically in pain.
Yes.
When you're physically in pain, oh my goodness.
Scout already.
Oh my goodness.
Look at Scott. Look at.
Cover bridge. Kava-sation.
Kava-sation.
Come on.
We'll get to that very soon because we're
now,
transitioning into kava time.
Yes. What time is it, Quinn?
Kava time.
What time is it, Quinn?
Kava time.
What time is it, Quinn?
Kava time. Well, I'm not going to shout.
Oh, well, that's why I did it for both of us.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I did it for
there
both
you
of
go.
us. So this is the last of the Kava cold gold brew. I got to make some more tomorrow, and it'll be done on Tuesday.
Yeah, and you're going to pick it up from Katie Lynn too, right?
Yes, tomorrow at noon.
Oh,
tomorrow at noon. Reason why we're out is because we gave 70 ounces.
Yeah, I'm sure not all of it was gone.
I'm pretty sure it was.
What?
Yeah. So, why do you like kava, Quinn? You were actually talking about earlier that you wanted a whole shot or a whole shot, and not just a baby sissy shot.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Because I had some stress this evening.
Gotcha.
And I'm ready to just chill, calm, feel the comfort of the kava a little bit, the calming, and feel more mental clarity tomorrow because I'm going to need it.
There it goes.
Oh. Well,
that's what you wanted.
And I'm going to pull myself some yerba mate tea to drink it with.
There it goes. Cheers to you, Scout. Cheers to you finishing and being discharged.
From physical therapy and your back is feeling great. Woo woo.
There it goes.
Woo, refreshing.
Damn. That really, really.
Oh, smooth.
Of course it's smooth. It's kava.
It was refreshing. Oh my god. And it goes so well with tea. Oh my god. Oh, tea is just perfect for my soul right now. Oh man, yes.
Ooh.
A little warm.
So yeah, we
what?
Gotta make more of it tomorrow.
Yeah. We did our second pop-up. But what's great is that we didn't need to be there.
Yes.
We dropped off and somebody who, we met at the first pop-up was so more than willing to serve it for us.
She was charging $7 a shot. You see the shot glass? She was charging $7. Yes, we will be live on Thanksgiving. Yes, we will.
We will?
I will.
Actually, I am coming back. So I'm going to my sister's for Thanksgiving, but we are going to come back because they have my uncle and yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, there we go.
There goes. We
will be live on Thanksgiving. I don't know how late I will be. We'll see. But yes, that is the intention. What's
your favorite? Give us one favorite thing about kava that you like or love, Quinn.
It evens you out. And love the mental clarity that I experience from it. And like right now, I just feel like makes you feel like it's gonna be okay.
Absolutely. It like tells this thing, the receptors and the messages up here. Hey. Calm down, everyone. Calm down. Whatever you're worrying about, don't worry about it. Here's something that'll ease your worries. That's what it's like.
It's smooth. It's
good for the joints.
Yeah.
Give it a few days, like drinking it every day, and you'll start feeling it in different areas of your body. Because, it feels hell good.
Yes. Updates with kava on our listing. We have capsules now.
Yes.
All the samples available now. We have the sample to make your own shot with the tea bags, the kava tea.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the kava where you can use AeroPress with it to make your espresso. And we have the sample for capsules. Exactly. So you can try it all.
For $5.
$5. All samples are $5.
It does, see, when you mention watered down.
Chocolate milk, okay.
Yeah, it is. It does taste a little.
I'm sure it'll be good with chocolate too. And
the shot that we have, it's not watered down. It's not watered down. It is.
And then soon, anyways. But yeah, there's more. There's always more.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh man. Ah.
Feeling it. Oh yeah, and then the body highs too. See, I feel like I only get the body highs if I take the shot or 2 shots, because I feel something.
Yeah.
I feel something down my arms.
It's the good vibes, man. It's the good vibes.
Yep, Nata.
It's the good vibes.
Anything else you want to say about kava? Any updates? How do you?
Getting a new shipment for my cousin.
Oh.
He shipped it Air New Zealand, and it's going from Tonga to SF to the SAC airport, where I'll be picking it up from there. He's sending 35 pounds. I'm like, yes. Even just giving me some more to stock up on, because I want to have at least 1,000 pounds here in the next few months, just to have in inventory. When this shit starts blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's wonderful too. The herbs. So, you know what time it is, Quinn?
Kava.
You know what time it is, Quinn? Kava-sation time. Come on.
Oh wow, you are working on your
Oh yeah.
Your voice.
Oh yeah.
Calibration time.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, that was a loud thump. Yee. Exactly.
I remember back in high school we used to do those. I don't know if you've ever heard the haka. HAKA.
Heard you done it once.
Scout. We used to do it back. I used to participate back in high school.
Oh.
Yeah, back when I was an islander.
Oh.
Now
an athlete.
Now I'm just a pineapple.
Can you give us a little sample? You know the line. You know the line.
She is so true.
She is
you want a drink?
Great.
Comment
happy if you want to drink. If you want the drink, comment happy. So she knows. Call of action.
The next time she's on, we're gonna have her make the drink for us.
Okay.
So to show.
That should be like a T-shirt. Oh man, that'd be like,
that does look like a T-shirt.
That does.
If you want a drink, comment happy.
You're like, conversation starter for sure, right? Wear shirts as a conversation starter. I mean, that's marketing right there, or a bumper sticker. Yeah. Great ad. There we go. That's one of them.
Yeah, I gotta write that down.
Yeah.
Gotta write that down.
Like Kava-sation was from Alvita. He's not here tonight, but
Yeah, he could. No, I said the conversation, but he was the one who mentioned about all the kava.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I thought he said conversation. Like, we like that, so we use it.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
Because I remember you even say, "Oh yeah, from Alvita, yeah." Keep on saying it's conversation time. So, you created other things. You created the other stuff. Make it and give Stank the profits. Yes, because it's from her.
Yeah,
look at that. See,
she looks at money. She's like, "What's this?" I'm like, okay, I like that.
What does she like?
Huh?
What does she like? Let's just say she doesn't want money, but she likes unicorn stuff. She likes Barbies. She likes.
I don't know.
Technological stuff. I don't know.
Her
own phone.
She's
not a little baby no more.
Yeah. So tell us about your day. How was your day, Quinn? What was that the topic today? How was your day?
Yeah, how was your day? And we both are going to answer it.
Okay, then share first. The person who asks goes last.
That's always the rule. I'll start from the beginning of the day.
Oh, how interesting.
We're going to go beginning, middle, end.
Yes, she does have the sass.
Yes. Beginning was great because I woke up early and I was like, I'm going to go on my jog. So it felt great to show up for myself in that. I was like, well, I was on a mission because I didn't jog yesterday. So I was like, I'm going to do the longer route, which is like 1.6 miles, but for me, that's the longer route right now.
Still.
Yeah. And yeah, I stretched, took my time, and then I went on my jog. And then I spent the rest of like that portion of my early day taking care of my mom because she's sick. So I was like making her this brew tea creation thing I wanted to try that I saw on TikTok. TikTok. And then I made her like a fruit parfait granola thing for some food. And then, I just made her all kinds of teas. So she's good on her liquid. And then I was cleaning the kitchen. And then finally I was making food for myself, I was eating food throughout, but yeah. So that was the beginning of my day.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
And then the middle of the day was meeting up with you and, making labels. Were you just about to grab that? Yep. We made labels for kava. I kind of messed up on it, but it's all good.
You didn't mess up.
Yes, I did. The circle was not supposed to be there. So there you go. But look at the logo stickers. We're going to have them on our sample packs.
Yeah. I think it looks hella nice.
I know, but the circle. See, it's not all of it lands on the circle. So when you get it out, it might show a little bit of the circle. See?
That is all good. That's all good.
Oh, yeah. We're going to put a laptop now.
There we go.
Yeah,
boom.
Boom. Oh, that one actually is perfect because it doesn't show any of the circle. Okay. Anyways, so we printed that. We've been wanting to do that for like a week or two now.
No.
Oh.
Weeks.
Oh, weeks. And then I was able to edit my videos to post on social media.
Very nice. I do remember you doing that.
So that was like the middle of my day. And the end of the day was a little stressful.
Oh, please share.
So, quick recap. I have a brother who is in a vegetative state, basically almost a year. On the 29th, it'll be a year. And, he's been in and out
November.
November. And, he's in a nursing home right now.
Long-term
care. And he has made visits to the ER. Maybe, they're noticing a higher heart rate for a certain amount of time, or something happened with his trach, something happened with his feeding tube, right? So this evening just felt a little bit more serious. My dad came home from visiting him, and he said that he was like, man, your mom is sick, so guess what? Your brother's sick too. Like
maybe your mom has it.
She tested negative again.
Ah, gotcha.
She tested negative yesterday. Okay, we'll get to why we're saying that. He was like, your brother had a lot of secretions today. They kept on having to suction him, secretions from his lungs.
Difficult breathing, right?
Yeah, and then so my dad was like, yeah, call them shortly. I want to check up on it because he did not look good. So after me and my dad are done eating pizza, my mom calls me and she's like, they just called me. They've taken him to the ER. His heart rate was like 159 and his respiratory was 70. Respiratory meaning like the amount of breaths that he's taking per whatever, and that's high. Normal rate is 20. So that's 70. So that's really high. Yeah. And and then my mom said that when he left, he didn't look good. That's all she said to me. So I always call them again to get more information, more details, because my mom, she's regurgitating the best that she can. And so I call them, give them a couple minutes because he's probably getting transferred to the ER. So I call the nursing care home again, and, she described the numbers again, and she said that, I'm so sorry to say this, but he showed signs of shock, meaning like respiratory failure. So when she said that, my heart just dropped, and so so I was just so eager to call the ER. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to call the ER in like 15 minutes to give him some time. She's like, please update us. So after I got the call, I was panicking. I was like, my heart was dropping and I was getting emotional and I was worried. And I was like, oh my God, seriously, his birthday's about to come up. I know, just talking about it right now makes me want to.
It is.
Yeah, really stressful.
But You know what she said when she was talking about it, when she was mentioning to me? She was like, I'm going to take a full shot of kava.
Yeah, when I got here. So long story short, right? I called ER 15 minutes afterwards, and then they couldn't really give me much an update. So I called another 15 minutes after that. And then they said his vitals were a little bit less. It was at 116 now. I'm like, okay. And that's all they were able to give me. So they said they drew some blood, got a call back. They're like, call in another hour.
Thank you, Scout.
Yeah, they're legit.
I need it for the ear infection.
Yeah. And then, so I was just updating the family, and I couldn't even tell my family exactly what the nurse said about the respiratory failure. That just felt really heavy. It was so heavy for me to hear that. So I just said hard time breathing. Nurse said signs of hard time breathing. Yeah. So I knew I needed to be alone. So I went upstairs, went into my room, and I knew I needed to go live. I wanted to go on TikTok and feel community vibes, support, and love. So I went there to share. And that was really lovely. It was nice. So it was just nice to do that. And then I was on TikTok for a while. So it ended up being like an hour and a half. Then I called him. And then I talked to the nurse, and the nurse said that he has COVID. I was like, oh,
hey, good news.
Yeah. So we know what it is now, right? So he has COVID, and he threw up once or a couple times or something. I need to get clarity on that when I see him tomorrow, if I could see him tomorrow. And then his heart rate is now at 110. So it went down even more. He's like, I've been seeing it's 109, 110. And, he's on saline right now to help with the fever and the temperature. And she was just like, it seems like he's he's definitely calming down right now. And they're just waiting for more orders from the ICU. Yes. So that's why I'm able to be okay right now. I was like, oh my God, how's tonight going to go? I was just, your mind just preps and goes there and just like, oh my God, so that, yeah, my day was actually pretty good. Fine, had some wins, and then it got really stressful. And then I was just so grateful for all the support. I mean, I reached out to him. I reached out to the girl that I bumped into who greeted me the very first day that I was at this new nursing care.
Yep.
And I reached out to her, and she's so great. I just love serendipitous, kind of meetings and connections, and you keep them, and it's just it was great. So yeah.
It's quite something.
Grateful for all the support. See, the thing is, I'm just grateful that I'm open for support. I'm just so open that I'm able to receive the support, right? Which helps so much.
Yeah. Hey.
So here we are getting the kava. Yeah, and then that shot definitely helped.
Made it through.
Drinking the tea.
Well, my day was completely opposite.
Yes, I know. It's always great. It's consistently
great good.
Or good, great. Yeah.
Consistently.
So
good.
Tell us about your day and why was it? You said it's good or great? Good, great.
It was good. It was good.
So what made it good?
Hearing these, reading these two stories, and there's something that I keep repeating to myself, and I was repeating to myself today. When we're selfish, we suffer. When we're selfless, we are able to endure. And I keep asking myself that. I keep saying it. And to me, it rings very, very true. To when we believe, when our mind is telling us that it's horrible, life isn't so great, it could be better. Why are the odds not banking or going in my favor? Normally, if you can actually see what you're saying, a lot of it has to do with I. And just by being able to see how you're speaking, you can, if you're able to realize and be aware that maybe that's the reason why you're suffering, is because it's focused just on you. But then when you focus on others, I'm not saying you should be completely selfless. No, not at all.
Like you're mindful of others. You're incorporating them into your space of thought.
Exactly. Then it makes it seem like everything is way better just like that. Just like that. For example, reading those two stories, the woman from Tokyo and the woman from Canada. Reading those two stories, you're able to get out of yourself, and your mind puts yourself and it sees someone else's situation or scenario. And what you're going through, it's going to automatically compare. And the majority of the time, someone else has it worse. And so when you know others are suffering and you get insight and you get another perspective, it instantly, just like that, allows you to endure just a little bit easier.
So what make it good is like your perspective. Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By like stories like that helps you have that perspective.
That you're not the only one hurting.
And it helps.
It immediately helps. Immediately helps.
I feel that. Yes.
If you are in a space of sadness or depression or unease or anxiety or stress.
So, yeah. Just bring it back to you.
And then taking it from there and asking myself, what is really, really important? Because it's funny, I flow through my days. And when I get to certain places, I'll just stare now. I'll just stare and I'm just like, wow, like I don't need to be anywhere. It's very like I'll be at a coffee shop. Like today we were at Hachamama.
We're in ESAC today.
ESAC here in and I was just thinking to myself, very, very fortunate. Very, very fortunate. And the reason why I was feeling that way was because she brought up the shooting of the shooting that happened in Colorado with the
LGBTQ.
Yes. See, I call it rainbow. I call it the rainbows, because it's shorter for me. There's no way that's derogatory, right?
I don't know.
Because rainbows, to me, I love rainbows.
Yeah, and they represent themselves in the rainbows, like including all genders.
Exactly.
All,
you see? Do you see that rainbow? See the 5 colors?
Yeah.
See?
I don't know.
So the rainbows. There were some rainbows that, were wounded. More than a few, like 25 plus.
Yeah, 20. They said 25 and then 5.
And then 5 passed.
Yeah.
Right? Fatally. And you just think to yourself, and I think to myself, I'm here sitting, having a macchiato, feeling pretty good. And am I being selfish? Yes. But I'm also being aware of where I'm at in a situation that I'm in the present. In the present. No one's telling me what to do. Nobody's telling me how I need to be. No one is telling me how I should be. And just in that, in that space, how can it be bad? How can it be bad? I'm not hurt. I'm not mortally wounded. I'm chillaxing. So it's one of the, and it all has to do with perspective. Perspective. See, I'm not saying I made hella money. I'm not saying I went on some fucking great trip. I'm not saying, oh, I'm so excited that this is going to happen this week. No, it's just right there. Because I'm safe. I'm warm. Comfortable. full.
Yeah, just gratitude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, because she mentioned that it's horrible that happened. Right?
Yeah, it's horrible. It's a tragedy. Obviously it's a shooting. You know, you know.
Yeah. But see, I had mentioned to her, that's life. That's life. And that,
unfortunately,
and that normally nothing good happens at night. You know, because she had mentioned that it could have been a hate crime or whatnot. And I mentioned to her, hey, you know what? We don't know.
Yes, but highly, I mean, I can't imagine what other, yes, there could be other possibilities, but it's like, come on.
We don't know.
Why that club?
And
there's other clubs.
And I gave you a scenario, right?
Yeah.
Which she didn't envision it, did you? That somebody could have pissed those people off or that person off. And then they went back, got a weapon, and went back.
Yeah, we don't know the full story. It's just unfortunate that it was, you know, that the community's already trying to, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, the LGBTQ community's already trying to, like...
They're targeted.
Yeah, like, just be accepted. You know, like, they've been battling, you know, like, I guess society acceptance, and it's like, on top of that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just...
It's not fair. It's not fair.
Yeah, and it rarely is fair.
But...
Yeah.
That's life. That's life. Right? That's life.
A lot of tragedies.
Yes.
And then there's, like, and I was talking about this on the live too, because, you know, there was LGBTQ, some members, some of that community on my live. So, you know, just kind of talking about all the tragedies in the world. And, you know, unfortunately, but fortunately, because it's like, you know, we talked about, you know, would we know what happiness is? Would we know what peace is without the opposite?
Yeah.
We would just be monotone, right? There would be no contrast to truly feel and appreciate the good feelings.
Can I give you a scenario?
Fortunately and unfortunately, right? It's just, we're such a mixture of all kinds of shit. and you know, I almost said the word fate, you know, because I think about some people who are in Ukraine, you know, like fate had them be there to experience the war, you know, or like, you know, or you're born into this country and now you have this lifestyle. So anyway, that's my spiel.
Yeah.
That's my expression.
You know, with the happiness thing, you know, like, yeah, it's quite something. It's quite something.
Well, we know the opposite, you know, if without the opposite, would the other opposite exist, right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. But see, you know, there it goes. I was gonna ask, you know how you can be consistently good every single day?
Well, for me, it's self-love.
See, self-love, absolutely. But see,
to create space.
There's a particular component if you put in there, insert, that will enhance that self-love, that practice. And it's an obstacle. Put an obstacle in your way.
Yeah.
Purposely. Every single day. Don't wait for life to give you an obstacle. Right? It is allowing yourself to be ready if you put an obstacle in your way to overcome every single day.
Yeah, and I feel like the way that life's going about right now, you know, it's like there's an obstacle every day. Yeah. But yes, you can. Can you give us an example of what it means, what it looks like to actually, what did you say? Get in front of an obstacle?
Yeah.
So what was that the example look like of like purposely getting in front of an obstacle?
I'll show you. I'll give you an easy one that I do every single day. Exercise.
Yeah, I was going to say that one.
Exercise.
Yeah, or yeah.
That right there. There's like 350 plus million Americans here in the U.S. I remember seeing a stat way like a few years ago. Out of that 350 to 375 million people that are here in the States, you know how many of those are active daily? A little over 3 million.
Yes.
3 million people daily are active. That's less than 1% of us that exercise or put some sort of obstacle in front of us. Because when we overcome, what do we feel?
Great. Proud.
When an obstacle comes and we're not able to handle it, what do we feel?
Small, hopeless.
Shit.
Yeah, like shit.
Feel like shit.
Maybe like, yeah, just.
So how does one grow if we keep waiting for these obstacles to keep hitting us when we're not ready? We're not. The chances are slim. But if you keep overcoming small obstacles that you put for yourself daily, it gives you the opportunity, the chance to slowly grow at your own pace. And when you do that, man, you feel hella great about yourself. You feel hella good. Hella good. And that's without the kava. Put a little bit of kava. Woo! Fucking great. Fucking great. So yeah, that was the day.
That was your day. So I'm just hearing perspectives and putting yourself in front of obstacles. And what else did you mention?
Yeah, because I rode today. You know, I did a little over 35, almost 36 miles on the bike. Wasn't too bad. Did my little sports betting that I love to enjoy. You know, betting $1.50, $5, $3,
very
$15.
Yeah, very like.
Because it's all about the win. See? If you can win 10 games, and lose 8, that means you came up 2 W's. You're going to come out ahead. Don't worry about the money.
Focus
on the W's. Focus on the W's. So.
Okay, so that is what made your day good.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. See, the sports betting takes my calm, my serene, my at ease, and it does this.
Little excitement, little. That's so funny. That's like your thrill, like your little
absolutely
thrill every day.
Because I'm gonna make money doing it. Yeah. I'm gonna say by the end of this month, I'll be making at least $150 a day.
Okay.
$150 a day.
You put it out there in the universe. You said it. You put it out there.
$150 a day. So 10 days, that's $1,500. And that's with very little effort.
Oh, okay.
You know? Because, I am actually going to do it. You know? I always keep telling myself, just have fun. We're going to do it.
Okay, because you said it out loud.
Yes.
So,
and I actually feel hella good because now it's a challenge.
Now would be December, middle of December.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we got the World Cup in a few hours. What, 4.5 hours?
Yeah, there's always a game playing, right?
4.5 hours. England goes up against Iran. They're 1.5 goal favorites. Well, they're favorites. So if you put $300, if you bet $300, you'll win $100 if England wins.
Okay.
So 3 for 1. I only put $3, so I win $1. So don't worry about the dollar.
Thank you,
the
Coach.
Amount. It's just the W.
Yes, Coach.
Just the W.
Okay. All right. Anything else we want to share before we go? Scout, did you have a good day today?
Well, of course he did.
Yeah, the back.
Timmy had a great day. He got discharged.
The back, that was definitely a win. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah. Give us some energy, Quinn. Give us some energy.
I'm like, this is like my last throw of energy because I'm just like, yeah. The tea, the kava.
Before we go, look at this cool little thing. Oh, you want to share? I just seen you light up. So go ahead.
I just forgot that that's something that we can share.
Yes.
How about you just talk and I'll point to it?
No. This is
because this is something you got. You came.
This is the Yogo.
And where did you find Yobo?
It's Jogo.
Jogo.
You know,
did you find it? Where'd you hear about it? Where? Why? Where? You know.
To be frank, I really don't remember how I came across.
That's why I advertised because you were all. It's in your search probably because you've been searching everything for coffee, so this probably came up on an ad or something or suggested items. That's how it do.
Yes.
That's how it do. So, I mean, this piece will self-explanatory what it is, right? So. Here we go. What does that look like? A straw?
Yes.
Not only is it a straw, it is a coffee filter.
Or a tea filter.
So imagine throwing in what you want, like the hot water and the tea, the hot water and the coffee grinds, right?
See?
Yeah.
It's basically this.
In a straw.
See this?
See the filter?
This is the bottom part of the straw.
See, that's the filter.
So you can just put your hot water into here, put the loose leaf tea in there, let it seep for a little bit, and you can just drink it just like that.
So they advertise it's like this is the simplest, easiest, no stress, quick way of drinking your hot beverages.
Yeah. And I'm actually going to get one for Lisa.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. Huh? Yeah. And it even comes with this cleaning.
Oh, yes.
Woo! And this thing, right? You twist it off. Easy clean. The filter is already there. You just clean it and you put it back in.
Legit.
Pretty legit. Looks like such an easy cleanup. And you can carry this with you. They advertise camping, right? Would be great because all you need is hot water. You don't have to worry about a filter because it's already filtered.
Exactly.
So great buy.
There it goes. And with that said, Jogo. Get your kava, feel hella good about yourself, and get some great sleep. Because if we don't get the great sleep, guess what? We're starting the next day 2 steps behind. And while you're 2 steps behind, the pineapple is already starting to float. So jump on my back.
Join the flow.
Jump on my back, and I'll carry you.
Or if they drink kava, you don't have to carry them because they're floating too.
Exactly. See, Red Bull gives you wings. Kava gives you the vibes to float on your own.
Okay.
That's the Cuckoo Quinn for the win.
See you tomorrow. Pineapple. Thanks for being here.
Stay magical, everyone. See you later, Scout.
Bye, Scout. Bye. Good night.